in today's video, we shall talk more on complex numbers, and probably it shall be over with complex numbers. Well, we shall be seeing the applications more often. Okay, so let's take another simple example. Evaluate the following. Evaluate number 1. We have e raised to power 3 minus I 3 pi over 2. Okay, to do this, we remember this Euler-Trig relationship. We have it as e raised to power theta I is equal to what do we have? Cosine theta plus I sine theta. This is the Euler-Trig relationship, and it's very important. It is an identity. Okay, don't forget it. Very important. Carry this with you anywhere you're going, anywhere, anytime. Okay, so I'm going to be applying this on this to simplify it. So the first thing I do is to use indices to split up this. So solution, we have e raised to power 3 minus I 3 pi over 2. Okay, can be written as e raised to power 3 times e raised to power minus I 3 pi over 2. See, this is very clear. Okay, the next idea, you see, if I have the next idea, see, I can replace this. This is now my theta, right? This is now my theta, but my theta is negative now. In this case, my theta is negative. So this is going to be e raised to power 3 times e raised to power I bracket minus 3 pi over 2. You can see clearly now that my theta is what? In this case is minus 3 pi over 2. So I can now replace it. So this becomes e raised to power 3. Applying the identity here on this one, I'm going to have times. So we're going to have cosine. You see, I have to put this in the bracket. Cosine minus 3 pi over 2, like this. Okay, plus I sine minus 3 pi over 2. See that? Very interesting. Okay, like this. So now this becomes e raised to power 3. Cosine of a negative number is still cosine of the positive number if you remove it. So that means that cos minus 3 pi over 2 is still the same as cos 3 pi over 2. So we're going to have cos 3 pi over 2. See that? Then sine minus 3 pi over 2 is minus sine 3 pi over 2. So it's going to be minus I sine 3 pi over 2. See that? Okay, the next step, e raised to power 3 here. What is 3 pi over 2? Pi alone is 180. So 180 divided by 2 is what? 180 divided by 2 is 90. So 90 times 3 is 270. So what is cosine 270? What is cosine 270? If you check like this, cosine 270, this is the cosine curve. Okay, so 90 is here, 180 is here, 180 then 270, right? That's cos 270. See, this is 90, 180 plus 90 is 270. So cosine 270 is negative. Okay, is 0. Sorry, cos 270 is 0. So we have 0 here. Okay, minus. What about sine 270? See, sine curve is like this. Okay, so this is, what do we have here? 180, this is 270, is minus 1. So I have I bracket minus 1. Okay, so this becomes e raised to the power of 3 bracket 0 plus I. Okay, so this becomes I e raised to the power 3. So this is the simplified form, but if I like, I can get the value of pi and cube it, then you put the answer here, but this serves as the final answer for this video. Thank you.